Number 72, last question. How many liters of a 10% silver iodine solution must be mixed with 3 liters of a 4% silver iodine solution to get 6% solution? Part A, we are going to first write system equations to model this situation. And before I do that, let me show you guys pictures to illustrate the question. We have some 10% solution. Let me just do it like this. And then on the other hand, we have some 4% solutions. And we're going to mix this together. We're going to put this one into the other one and just mix them together. At the end, I'm going to have more mixtures, right? And then the final concentration, I want this to be 6%. And that's pretty much the picture. I have 3 cups, and then I label the concentration on each cup. 10%, 4%, and then the 6%. And notice that we cannot just add the percentages together. We must use the numbers that tell us in the question. And then we also had to figure out how many liters of each that we have. Let's go back to the question again. It says, how many liters of the 10% solution? Well, that's the question, right? We're trying to figure out how many liters for the 10% that we need to use. I don't know about that, but let me pretend I know. Let me say I have X liters for the 10% solution. And then for the 4%, we look back here and then we see that we have exactly 3 liters for the 4% solution. So we know we have the 3 liters right here. And then for the 6%, at the end, we don't know how many liters that we have. Let me just put down another variable to pretend that we know. We have Y liters for the 6% solution. And notice that on the second part, I have the X liter, the 3 liters, and when we mix them together, I produce the Y liters. And we can add all the liters together, namely X plus 3 will be equal to Y. And this is the first equation that we can get by adding up the volumes together. Then we also have to come up with the second equation, and this is how you do it. First of all, let's change all the percentage into decimal. The 10%, it's the same as 0.1. You move the decimal point twice to the left and you get 0.1. And then for the 4%, you do the same. Change the percent into decimal. Move the decimal point twice to the left and you get 0.04. And likewise for the 6%, that will be 0.06. So you change all the percentage into decimal, and then this is what we do. We take the concentration, I'll use the decimal though, I will multiply with the volume, and this will give us the amount of the substance that we have. So in another word, I'm just going to write it down as 0.1, and then I'll multiply with X. So it looks like 0.1x. And then for the second part, I'm going to write down 0.04. And then we will multiply this by 3. So let me put that in between to emphasize we are multiplying by 3. Once again, the concentration times the volume. So 0.04 times 3. And we will do the same for the last one as well. The last one is 0.06. And I will multiply that with Y. So 0.06y. And then to come up with the equation for the second part right here, I'm just going to make sure when I add this and that together, I get that. And this is how we come up with the system of equation. And this is pretty much part A. Okay, moving on to part B. Part B says we are going to solve the system of equation that we have in part A. Well, let's just do the work. And perhaps if you use substitution in this equation, it's easier because the Y is being isolated already, and we know that X plus 3, it's the same as Y from the first equation. And then from the second equation, we have the Y right here. So if I can plug in X plus 3 into this Y from the second equation, we can get rid of one variable, and that's the substitution method. So I will do that. And right here, this is going to stay the same, 0.1x plus, and this is number, we can multiply it out, 0.04 times 3, it's 0.12, and this will be 0.06, and I'll open the parentheses, and then for the Y, I'm going to put X plus 3, because that's the substitution that we know from the first equation. And this is going to be one equation with just X, and we can solve this in a normal way. Then let's do it. I will first have to take the 0.06 and distribute it into the parentheses, and then we are going to have 0.1x plus 0.12, and that's equal to 0.06x. 0.06 times plus 3, it's plus 0.18. 0.8. And I just need to put all the x on one side, all the number onto the other side. To do that, I will minus 0.06x on both sides. So that way, this will cancel, and then we'll put down minus 0.06x right here as well. And in the meantime, I will minus 0.12. That way, this will cancel, and then we'll put down minus 0.12 under this number on the right hand side. And let's see what do we have. 0.1x minus 0.06x, that's 0.04x, and that's going to be equal 0.18 minus 0.12, and that's 0.06. We have 0.04 times x. I will have to divide both sides by 0.04. So divide both sides by 0.04, so that way this will cancel, and if you work this out on your calculator, and we will get x is equal to 0.06 divided by 0.04, and that's 1.5. And you can totally use a decimal for this answer right here. And this is it for the solving part. And for the last part, we're just going to write our answer in a complete sentence. So for part C, we have to answer what does the 1.5 mean. The 1.5 means we have to use 1.5 liters for the 10% solution. And let me put this down in words for you guys. We need to use 1.5 liters of the 10% silver iodine solution to complete this procedure. That's all. And thank you so much for watching. This is it. I hope you guys do fantastic on the final. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.